Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Let's give a parable. Let's say your name is Giovanni. And you, Giovanni, you are paying 500 euros each month to a foundation. And this foundation depends upon your contribution for it to function. You have your job, you earn a lot of money, so 500 euros, man, it's something, but you can afford it. Then one day you decide to reduce your spending to the foundation to 200 euros. Well, the foundation didn't notice anything. Then one day you decide, you know what? I'm going to quit completely. You stop the contribution. Now, what do you think is going to happen to this Giovanni? The foundation is going to ask, why? Why are you not contributing to us anymore? And let's say that foundation is really dependent upon the contribution of Giovanni. Let's say that is their income, it's what they need to function. Let's say that the foundation collapses if Giovanni doesn't contribute. Do you really think the people behind the foundation are going to be happy with Giovanni's choice not to contribute anymore? Or let's make it worse. What if that foundation is a cover-up for a criminal enterprise? So it's really criminals using that foundation to use that foundation for money laundering. Do you really think those criminals are going to allow their cover-up, Giovanni, to escape like that? No. Giovanni will encounter a lot of trouble. Even his life and the life of his relatives may be endangered because he decided not to contribute anymore. So when Giovanni realizes this, he thinks, you know what? Let me keep contributing. I don't have to contribute 500 euros, but let me just go to 100 euros. Let me keep contributing. Because I don't want to get threats. I don't want to be beaten. I don't want to encounter all kinds of difficulties in my daily life. I'm just contributing, then I'm at ease. Now, is Giovanni free? He's not. Now let's go to another contributor. Because there's another contributor to this foundation, and her name is Gemma. Gemma contributes 50 euros each month. And Gemma is also involved in the foundation. She gets benefits from it. But when Gemma heard that Giovanni wanted to quit, Gemma asked him, Giovanni, what's going on, man? Why do you want to stop contributing to this great foundation? And Giovanni told her, Gemma, this foundation is a hoax. Yes, it appears great. And from time to time, good stuff happen through this foundation. That's true. I'm not going to deny that. And those good stuff are great stuff. But the foundation as a whole is a hoax. There are terrorists behind this foundation. And from time to time, they do good things to attract people in order to get the contribution of others. But the contribution overall is used to kill, steal, and destroy. I do not want to be part of this. I have no problem with being part of the good stuff that are happening through this foundation, but I don't want to be part of the foundation itself. Because these people, the moment you decide you don't want to contribute anymore, they'll kill you. Gemma heard them, and Gemma thought, Giovanni, you're crazy. You need a psychiatrist. And then Giovanni told her, Gemma, don't give a contribution for 1 month. Just forget to contribute for 1 month. And look how they're going to treat you. So Gemma, after a half year, decided she's going to try it out. 1 month, she didn't give any contribution. Well, guess what happened? She was looked dirty at. She was thrown out of the buildings of the foundation. People pretend as if she didn't exist. So next month she gave a double contribution and suddenly everything was at ease again. It's then that Gemma realized that hold on a minute, this Giovanni is telling the truth. Something doesn't add up here. But Gemma was so invested in this foundation, even though she only contributed 50 euros a month, she was so emotionally and mentally invested in this foundation. She identified with the foundation. The foundation was really everything she had. All her friends she had through that foundation. Her boyfriend was also from the foundation. It was the foundation that kept the relationship going. So for her to quit the foundation would mean everything has to collapse. And she had no idea what to do afterwards. And she also would have to encounter the violence because people going to resist her leaving the foundation. Now, you do understand that this foundation I'm talking about is a metaphor. It's a metaphor for this world, or as you call it, society. The moment you contribute to society, whether it's by completely conforming to society or by accepting the negative label society forces upon you, because it's also a form of contribution when you accept and get along with those labels. Because don't get things twisted. There are people out there who rather have a bad identity, a bad name, than no name at all. The natural human need for validation is so strong that they rather be mistreated as an outcast by society than to be completely ignored by society. So, if you're labeled as the criminal or as the thug or as the bad guy or bad girl or as the loser, that's also a contribution you're giving so that other people can feel as winners. When you defend yourself and fight to correct that bad opinion of others, you are giving validity to that thing called society. The moment you are placed in a wrong category, in the negative category of society, in the loser category, or the creep category, or the freak category, or whatever bad category there is, and you just don't care at all about correcting how people are treating you, the moment you truly move on, and you don't move on by ignoring stuff and isolating yourself, because then society can use that as a validation for their point of view. The moment you truly move on by seeking deliverance, what's going to happen? You are not contributing to society anymore. You're not contributing to this fear construct that people are holding on to. And here's the thing. Society pretends as if you are just a number, as if you don't matter, as if you're just one of the 10 millions. So who are you? Nobody cares about you. The world owes you nothing. Society pretends that as if it's so strong. The moment, however, one individual decides that he or she is not contributing anymore because they are conforming and agreeing with Christ, look at how society responds. Check it out. Some of you have encountered this. Some of you were at the losers camp of society. And you decided, I'm not going to strive to improve my place in society. I'm going to follow Christ. I'm going to agree with him. Guess what happened? You were persecuted. You were resisted. People that didn't even bother with your existence suddenly do bother with your existence. So-called. And you're thinking, why? Why now that I want to follow Christ, suddenly people are paying attention to me? Why suddenly that I want to follow Christ, people tend to give me negative attention? Beforehand, they either ignored me or pretended I wasn't important. Why now that I follow Christ, they come against me? You know why? Because you are not contributing to the negative anymore. And because you're not contributing to the negative, let's say you are now a threat to the relief the people in society are holding on to. So they want to secure the relief at all costs. So you either contribute to the relief by remaining in the negative, or they'll get rid of you. In any way, they'll get rid of you. And in the extreme case, they'll kill you. That is how society operates. And it's a denial, both individual and collective denial, that keeps this thing going. The moment you walk by faith, you operate in the light. You are in the positive. You're not in the negative anymore. Just like that Giovanni of that example. Man, they can't handle you. Why? Because the moment they try to will against you, it bounces back. So now they have to put up with something against their will, against their validation. And they can't do that. They're not into that. Just understand this. The moment you walk by faith, the moment you operate in the supernatural, there will be persecution. There will be resistance. There will be attacks. Do not think that you can just go to church every Sunday, pay your tithes, sing hallelujah on Sunday, and putting Bible verse on your Facebook and on social media, and things are going to be at ease, everything's going to work out fine, and you're going to have a great life, great marriage, blah blah blah. Holidays thrice a year. That's what a lot of people are looking for when they go to those churches, or when they attend those mega churches, or when they follow those pagan pastors who are millionaires and warlocks, by the way. They're not even pastors. Christ never said that during this lifetime, if you obey the word, things will be easy. Christ never said that. Christ said that in the world we will have tribulation, but he said, be of good cheer, I've overcome the world. So you ought to be of good cheer. And once you are in good cheer, you're not even going to notice the tribulation anymore, because you've overcome the tribulation. And that's where Christ wants you to be, to walk by faith, to operate in supernatural. But operating in supernatural means encountering resistance and encountering attacks. Some of you, man, you've already encountered a lot of attacks. Family members coming against you, people at a job raging against you, the government acting like a fool against you. Sometimes you have police officers stopping you often while you don't even have drugs or anything with you. Some of you encounter such stuff. Or some of you may have encountered worse, that everywhere you go, people want to beat you or lay hands on you. Suddenly they have this anger that's coming against you, and people just cannot explain why, but they just feel it. Some of you encounter a lot of bizarre stuff. Others were ditched by their spouses or by their significant other, just like that. Others, man, your house was vandalized by vandalists. Rocks have been thrown to your house. Your stuff have been stolen from you. You have neighbors that suddenly want you out, but they just have to say something bad to you when they see you. Hey, this is reality. Walking by faith is not a holiday. Yes, there is rest. And because you operate in Christ's rest, there is power for you. So it's not exhausting because you're not operating by your own tiny human strength. Nevertheless, it's not easy in this world. Not because there's something wrong with walking by faith. There's nothing wrong nor heavy with walking by faith. But you live in a world that's anti-Christ, that's anti-faith. You live in a world where the majority of the people hold on to the negative. So you will encounter the negative against you when you walk by faith. So, for those that are walking by faith, keep on going. That's why look beyond. Don't have the same mindset as those that are contributing to the world. Look, you're in the world. You have your job, or you have your business. You have your children, your spouse. So you are active, or maybe you're an artist making music or producing sculptures. You are in the world, and you're active in the world, but you're not of the world. Remember that. Yes, you walk in love towards everyone. That's true. That's how you ought to operate. But you can't walk in love with everyone. Look, you're in the world, but you're not of the world. So don't be unequally yoked with the world. Because it's a trap. It is a dangerous trap. Well, that's it for now. Remember, you are in the world but not of it. So look beyond. And when you notice that some worldly people, they can even be believers that are not delivered. If you notice certain worldly people keep speaking doubt into you, remove yourself from them. Don't put up with it. It's demons working through them to trap you in the negative. And let me tell you, such people, they're often brainwashed and they're unwillingly, just like the Gemma in the parable I gave unto you, to let go. So those people, the more evidence is shown onto them, the more they will resist that evidence and hold on to their self-validation. And this fighting to hold on creates tension. And after a while, they'll desperately seek to release this tension. And if you're the one walking by faith, they'll perceive it as your fault that they have all this tension, instead of seeing it as them holding on to something they shouldn't hold on to. So then it can be that one day they'll snap, they're triggered, and they go off at you. And when they go off at you, the world may even protect them and join them against you. Christ said, do not throw your pearls before swine. Christ didn't call people swine just to be mean. He didn't call people swine because he looked down on them. He didn't call people swine out of emotional frustration. He didn't cuss people out by calling them swine. Just like natural, biological swine, those animals, once triggered, they are out of hand. That's how worldly people are that hold on to this world. When they persist in the negative, when they persist in self-validation, that's how they become. They're still human beings, they still have value. You ought to walk in love towards them. But you can't walk in love with them. Do not throw your pearls before swine. It took a while for me to completely understand what Christ meant with this. Now I'm telling you what it means to spare you a lot of trouble. Okay? That being said, greet Christ and be at peace.